So show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. For if we don't find the next whiskey bar, I tell you we must die. I tell you we must die. I tell you, I tell you, I tell you we must die.
Hello, I am a standard critic, and to start the show, I am going to talk about the Thunderbirds. In 1965, Jerry Anderson and his wife Sylvia Anderson released a TV show called Thunderbirds, which was about a secret organization called International Rescue, which dedicates to rescue lives with the use of their technological advanced machines. This show was praised for its well-constructed premise, good writing, fantastic use of music and effects, and the great use of puppets as the characters. Even though the show only lasted a year, it left a mark in television and is still remembered even to this day. I personally loved the show as a kid, and I used to watch it all the time on DVD. In fact, I still keep these magazines that I used to buy every month. With a series that has such a great premise, you would think it has great potential to be adapted into a feature film. Well, they did it in 2004, and does it hold up? Well, let's take a look, shall we? The film is directed by Jonathan Frakes, who is well known for playing Captain Riker in Star Trek The Next Generation, and was the director of Star Trek Insurrection and First Contact. But did you know he also directed Clock Stoppers? So, let's start wasting my time. This is Thunderbirds. The film opens with a narration about the Thunderbirds.
From a secret island in the South Pacific, the courageous Tracy family run an organization called International Rescue. When disaster strikes anywhere in the world, they are always first on the scene. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thunderbirds are go.
Okay. This is looking good. I mean, it's just like a typical Thunderbirds episode. It has the original music, and the opening credits are very good and creative. But everything goes downhill when we meet our main character, Alan, who in the show was already a member of the team, but in this version he's still too young and has to go to school.
Thunderbirds are go. Well, I hope you aren't going anywhere special over spring break, Alan, because I expect a 10,000-word paper on my desk the day you get back. That should keep you busy.
That's nothing compared to getting punished by your parents with no TV for the whole holiday. Alan is accompanied by his best friend Fermat, a character new to the film.
You gotta be more careful, Alan.
Why can't I just tell him I'm a Thunderbird, Fermat?
Because technically you're not a Thunderbird yet. And if your identity was discovered, it could be very bad.
I know.
Hey, guys. I think you should talk quieter since the Thunderbirds' identities have to be top secret. But news arrive on TV about an accident at the Deepwater Horizon, and the whole school watches how the Thunderbirds save the workers.
I have visual, South Column. They're trapped on an inspection platform.
Roach angle's no good. Gonna have to swing her around.
Yeah, nice trying using the dark to hide the fact that your special effects aren't very good. After watching the rescue, Alan and Fermat are picked up by Lady Penelope, a secret agent who's a friend of the Thunderbirds, and his butler, Parker.
Your father's been unexpectedly detained, and he's asked me to pick you up. Is that all right?
Sure beats the boss.
Definitely.
Good afternoon to you, Master Ackenbacker.
Hi, Nosy.
Less of that attitude, or she'll be obliged to deliver the Parker Haymaker.
Actually, give credit to the actors who play him, Sophia Meyer and Ron Cook, because they are one of the few good things about this film. Mainly because they stay true to their original characters, and also because they are very funny.
This doesn't look good, Parker.
No, m'lady.
That bougainvillea is absolutely parched, and someone should do something about that hideous hammock.
The four leave the school to ride a whoa. Yeah, yes, I know that's the car they use in the show, but wouldn't that attract the attention of the other students? The Thunderbirds take the workers to the hospital, but one of them turns out to be an imposter who shoots a tracker big into Thunderbird 1, which is traced by our villain, the Hood, played surprisingly by Ben Kingsley. Please get me out of this film. To his credit, at least he's not asleep like his performance in Blood Rain. He is accompanied by his minions, the strong and muscular black guy, and the ugly female assistant with glasses. Alan and Fermat arrive to their home island, where they are greeted by Alan's father, Jeff, played by the recently deceased Bill Paxton. Unfortunately, he looks nothing like the original, nor do any of the other birds, who I can't tell who is who as they look so different. Ah, so that must be Gordon. Oh wait, no, maybe that's Virgil and Gordon's the other one. No, maybe that's Scott and Gordon's... Can somebody give me a clue? Penelope and Parker prepare to leave when another character appears.
Tintin!
Hey, Mr. Tracy.
Before we carry on, I'd like to say a few things. One, yes, there was a character in the show called Tintin. And no, she has nothing to do with Edge's Tintin. And second, fuck you, that's not Tintin!
Ew.
Couldn't you at least get an actress who's a few years older and looks Chinese? But this? In fact, let's play a game. Try and see how different each character looks from the original one.
When are those two gonna get along?
When Tintin decides the time is right. Girls are always far ahead of boys with that sort of thing. Romance.
Alan and Tintin? I didn't see that one coming.
A romance between Alan and Tintin? When did that come into play? They never get to fall in love with one another, nor do they have much chemistry, so this comment was entirely pointless. Meanwhile, Alan and Fermat are... What the hell?
Hydraulic systems are green.
Commencement engine sequence.
FAB, Alan. Go Alan!
Warning, engine sequence breach.
They're gonna recreate the opening scene from Pearl Harbor! But the life support to the ship is shut down by Jeff, who gets very angry with Alan.
I know you're mad I shouldn't have been in the ship, but if you just give me a minute
You're
to
damn
explain
right you shouldn't have
something.
been in there. You wanna be part of the team? You have to play by the rules.
I understand you don't want me to be a Thunderbird. You don't want me to do anything. You won't even listen to me when I'm trying to tell you something important.
I've heard enough. You're grounded for the rest of spring break.
But Dad!
Bottom line, Alan, you need to grow up.
Then let me.
I have a feeling that this will be important throughout the film. The Hood reaches the island in a submarine and launches a missile to Thunderbird 5 in space. While Jeff and the others leave to rescue John on Thunderbird 3, the Hood and his minions easily take over the island. Oh my god, it's Ben Kingsley! Can I appear in an Iron Man film alongside you?
Activate the control switch.
You must be kidding.
Trust me when I tell you, you've barely touched the surface.
No way.
Activate the control switch, Prof.
Wait a second, what the fuck is this? Since when does the Hood have telekinesis?
Like a puppet on a string.
In the show, he had hypnotic powers! They were also ridiculous, but it was easy to overlook it because these powers made him such an intimidating villain. Here, these new powers are even more ridiculous, and any hope of intimidation is long gone. Why did you change? If you need to make someone do certain action, just stick to the original powers! I mean, the end result would have been exactly the same. Give me your wallet.
Never.
Thank you. Give me your wallet.
Never.
Thank you. You see? Exactly the same result! Anyway, the Hood shuts down life support to Thunderbird 5, leaving the whole team trapped in space, and has everyone on the island captured except for Alan, Tintin and Fermat. Oh, how convenient!
I'm going to use the Thunderbirds to rob the largest banks in the world, starting with the Bank of London.
Why the Thunderbirds?
An eye for an eye, Mr. Tracy.
An eye for an eye?
Perhaps you've forgotten me, but surely you remember saving the life of my brother, Kirano.
That makes the Hood my uncle?
Oh, at least they got that part right. Unfortunately, it doesn't become important throughout the film, so this potential plot point was completely wasted and entirely pointless too. The bad guys spot our heroes and a chase ensues. And this is when the film becomes less Thunderbirds and more like Spy Kids, because the rest of the film is just about these three trying to save the grown-ups. The three manage to escape through the tunnel of fire and end up in the beach. The bad guys prepare to leave the island in Thunderbird 2, but oh, looks like something's missing from the ship.
What's going on?
Guidance processor error.
It's the guidance processor.
What's wrong with it?
There isn't one.
That's right! Turns out that Fermat managed to steal it during the escape, so now the bad guys are stuck. Meanwhile, back in England, Penelope and Parker watch the news to find out that the Thunderbirds haven't responded to a disaster, and they assume that there's something wrong.
You will have to tell Lord Marlborough that I've broken my shooting arm. We shall send the Institute of the Blind a dozen guide dogs.
Yes, m'lady.
The Thunderbirds appear to be in a spot of trouble. And I don't like that.
These two. If they made a sitcom just about them, I would definitely watch it. Back at the island, our heroes are forced to go through the jungle when...
What is it?
I dropped my scorpion. Watch out!
Huh? Tintin has the same powers as the Hood? She never had them in the show. And even by the film's standards, does this mean that everyone in her family has powers? It runs through the blood? I don't know. But hey, at least it will be important throughout the film, and no, not really. She only uses them one more time. One freaking time.
Come on! Those brats are in here somewhere.
The bad guys catch up with them, so the three try to escape with a hover bike, but it turns out to be as bad as this film's script, as Anne and Fermat are captured. Penelope and Parker finally arrive, and they meet the Hood.
I must warn you that I know judo, Krav Maga, and taekwondo. You've broken my nose.
Yes, that was very much the intention of the maneuver.
So they all get in a fight when... Was that a cartoon sound effect? What is the purpose in adding cartoon sound effects in a film that's set in the real world? If they were never used before, why use them now? They completely ruin the scene. And to make matters even worse, even the cartoon sound effects sound weak and don't match with the action.
How are you, Alan? You can make it stop, Alan! You have something that belongs to me.
Stop! Stop! I'll give it to you!
Alan is forced to give them the guidance chip, and the Hood's minions lock them up with the rest of the prisoners.
I was frozen today!
The bad guys manage to install a chip to Thunderbird 2 and set off for London. Now that I can tell it's bad CGI.
In position, m'lady.
Here we go.
Penelope and Parker manage to free everyone and get Thunderbird 5 back in orbit.
Thanks for waking me.
Dad.
Alan, well done.
Why are you thanking Alan? He didn't do anything useful. It's Penelope and Parker who you should thank too. Anyway, Jeff and the other brothers realize that they won't make it to London in time to stop the Hood, but Alan has an idea.
Let me go after the Hood.
No, Alan! What are you thinking? This is no game. This is real life.
Negative. I'm sorry, it's too risky.
I can do this. You know I can.
No, forget it. It wouldn't work.
What am I saying? We can do this.
Okay, Alan. We'll meet you there.
No. 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 Don't tell me they're going to... No. 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 How is this even possible? A bunch of kids can play a fucking rocket that easily? And we've got a lot of fucking time learning and training. You can't family fly the first time, not the second, not the third. No! If I couldn't drive the car easily the first time, I can't do it more easy with a rocket. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And wait a minute. Is that a puppet hand with strings? Fuck you, Maui! Your homage to the puppets from the original show has no purpose in this adaptation. If all you've done is nothing but ignore the original source material and give us something that has nothing to do with it. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck. I apologize for this little incident, but the Standard Critic was in an uncontrollable state. We will be back online in now. Oh god. I didn't know reviewing bad films would be such a difficult task. Oh, no, thank you. Carry on. So while the kids miraculously fly to Thunderbird 1, the bad guys reach London where they literally destroy the film's product placement. They get in the mall and tunnel through the river, damaging the supports of a monorail line and sink one of them, endangering the passengers in it. Luckily, the kids arrive and take back Thunderbird 2 and... let me guess. They are going to save the passengers, making firemen and policemen who are trained to deal with these kind of situations look like downright retards and... forget it, just show it! Now let's make school children build very big buildings without showing any knowledge about construction whatsoever. Meanwhile, the Hood and his minions have managed to enter the Bank of London and start seeing everything when Penelope shows up and... wait a minute! She's wearing different clothes from the one she was wearing before! Actually, thinking about it, she's constantly changing clothes without any explanation whatsoever. But she's immediately captured again. Oh dear! If only she focused more in coming up with a good plan to arrest them rather than changing to the latest fashion of pink dresses. The rest of the group, arrived at the doors of the bank when... hold on! How did they manage to get inside? The Bank of London is supposed to be a very high secure place and no civilians are allowed in. Or is it Saturday when all the guards are watching football matches?
Leave my son out of this.
So Anne and the Hood start the final battle when... since when can the Hood fly? Super Hood, a mighty villain that has a lot of cool superpowers, yet he never uses them for any reason whatsoever. Oh yeah, I forgot she had them in the first place. Ben Kingsley sees this opportunity to end this performance, but Alan saves him, telling him, "No, Ben, wait, there's still a few more minutes of film, enough time for you and your minions to be arrested by the police." The bad guys are taken to jail and the Thunderbirds return home where Anne, Not, Tintin and Fermat are now part of the team. They all embark on their first mission and you would think this is the end, but no, there's still one more scene left.
Fast as you can, Parker.
Certainly, milady.
Nah, who cares? The movie is over! And that was Thunderbirds. What a huge disappointment. I will give credit to the actors for trying and at least enjoying their performances, but that doesn't save this film from its weak story, plot holes, unnecessary plot points, and how little it has to do with what made the show work in the first place. The Thunderbirds are not even the main characters, and when they do appear, they don't get much to do. The film flopped at the box office, and Thunderbirds creator Jerry Anderson called it the biggest load of crap I have ever seen in my entire life. Damn! This goes to show that if you're going to adapt something, make it as faithful as possible. And if you're not going to, at least have a story that's new and unique. I am a Standard critic, and thanks for watching.